Ancient Egypt, a civilization that thrived for thousands of years, emerged on the fertile banks of the Nile River. The Nile's annual floods deposited a layer of nutrient-rich silt, making agriculture possible and allowing the Egyptians to build a fascinating civilization. Egypt, a land of two sides where scorching deserts meet fertile plains. The pyramids of Giza, massive structures of impressive scale, remain as lasting symbols of the pharaoh's power and their belief in the afterlife. The sands of time may have covered much of ancient Egypt's glory, but its monuments still inspire admiration and wonder. Legends speak of lost cities and secret chambers filled with ancient wisdom, attracting explorers and archaeologists to this land of enigmas. Herodotus, born in Halicarnassus around 484 BC, is considered the father of history. His influential work, The Histories, remains a testament to his insatiable curiosity and pioneering approach to recording the past. Herodotus lived in a time of great upheaval and change, with the Greek world locked in a fierce struggle against the Persian Empire. His travels exposed him to an astounding variety of cultures and civilizations, bringing distant lands to life for his Greek audience and preserving a historical record of inestimable value for all mankind. Egypt, with its ancient lineage and enigmatic monuments, held a particular fascination for Herodotus. His writings capture the sense of wonder and awe that Egypt inspired in its visitors, a feeling that echoes to this day.
Herodotus, the father of history, reveals in his monumental work, "Moreover, they resolved to join all together and leave a memorial of themselves, and having so resolved, they made them to construct a labyrinth, situated a little above the lake of Moiris, and nearly opposite to that which is called the City of Crocodiles. This I saw myself, having visited it, and I found it to surpass description. For if all the walls and other great works of the Hellenes could be put together in one, they would be found to be inferior in labor and expense to this labyrinth, though it is true that both the temple at Ephesus and that at Samos are works worthy of note. The pyramids also were greater than words can tell, and each one of them is equal to many of the great works of the Hellenes, great as they are. But the labyrinth surpasses even the pyramids. It has 12 roofed courts, with gates opposite one another, 6 upon the north side and 6 upon the south, joining on one to another, and the same wall surrounds them all outside. And there are in it 2 kinds of chambers, the one kind below the ground and the other above these, 3,000 in number, 1,500 of each kind. The upper set of chambers we ourselves saw, going through them, and we tell of them having seen them with our own eyes. But the chambers underground we heard of only, for the Egyptians who guard them would by no means show them to us, saying that here were the sepulchres of the kings who had first built this labyrinth and of the sacred crocodiles. Accordingly, we speak of the chambers underground from the report of others, while the upper ones we ourselves saw and found them to be works greater than human might. For the passages through the chambers and the goings this way and that way through the courts, which were admirably adorned, afforded endless matter for wonder, as we passed from a court to the chambers beyond it, and from the chambers to colonnades, and from the colonnades to other chambers, and then from the chambers again to other courts. Over the whole of these is a roof, made of stone like the walls, and the walls are covered with figures carved upon them, each court being surrounded by pillars of white stone fitted together most perfectly. And at the end of the labyrinth, by the corner of it, there is a pyramid 40 fathoms high, upon which large figures are carved, and to this there is a way made underground. This then is the labyrinth, but a cause for wonder even greater than this is afforded by the lake, which is called the Lake of Moiris, along the side of which this labyrinth is built. The measure of its circuit is 3,600 furlongs, being 60 schwans, and this is the same number of furlongs as the seacoast of Egypt. The lake stretches in its length from north to south, and in its deepest part, it is 50 fathoms deep. It is manifest that this is a lake made by digging, for in the middle of the lake stand 2 pyramids, each rising 50 fathoms above the water, and extending down an equal depth beneath, and on each of them is a colossal statue of stone, seated upon a throne. Thus the pyramids are 100 fathoms high, and these 100 fathoms are equal to a furlong of 600 feet, the fathom being measured as 6 feet or 4 cubits, the feet being 4 palms each, and the cubits 6. The water in the lake is not the product of the place, for the country all round is very short of water, but it is conducted thither from the Nile by a canal, and for 6 months the water flows into the lake, and for 6 months out into the Nile again. And whenever it flows out during these 6 months, it brings into the royal treasury a talent of silver every day from the fish which are caught, and 20 pounds 132 when the water flows in. Moreover, those of the natives who dwell in the neighborhood of the lake said that it has an outlet underground into the Syrtis, which is in Libya, turning towards the interior of the continent on the side of the west wind, and running along by the mountain which is above Memphis. Now, as I could nowhere see any heap of the earth which had been dug out, though this was a matter which drew my attention, I asked those who dwelt nearest to the lake whither the earth had been carried. These told me to what place it had been carried, and I readily believed their story, for I knew by report that a similar thing had been done in Nineveh, the city of the Assyrians. For certain thieves, having formed a design to carry off the wealth of Sardanapalus, son of Ninos, which was very great and was kept in treasure houses underground, began to carry out their design, reckoning their course from their own house, and they continued digging underground in the direction of the king's palace. And the earth which was dug out they used to carry away, when night came on, to the river Tigris, which flows past the city of Nineveh, until at length they accomplished that which they desired. In like manner, as I heard, the digging of the lake in Egypt was effected, save only that it was not done by night but by day. For as they dug, the Egyptians carried to the Nile the earth as it was dug out, and the river, when it received the same, naturally conveyed it away and dispersed it abroad. Thus is it said that this lake was dug out.
Herodotus ventured into the labyrinthine depths, marveling at the ingenuity of its design and the artistry imbued in every stone. The labyrinth was a complex of 2 distinct levels, each mirroring the other in an architectural dance of duality. Herodotus's account of the labyrinth, remarkable in its detail, did not stand alone. The echoes of this architectural marvel reverberated through time, finding their voice in the writings of other ancient chroniclers. Strabo, the Greek geographer, described it as a work equal to the pyramids. Pliny the Elder, the Roman naturalist, also mentioned the labyrinth, describing it as a structure so prodigious that it defied description. These accounts paint a collective portrait of the labyrinth's unparalleled grandeur and complexity. The echoes of these ancient voices serve as a testament to its enduring power to captivate and inspire. Strabo visited Egypt during Roman rule, offering a different perspective from Herodotus's. The labyrinth, though still standing, had succumbed to time and neglect. Strabo noted its state of decay, hinting at a fading glory. He described it as half-ruined, with courtyards overtaken by vegetation and carvings covered in dust. The chambers echoed with whispers of the past. Despite its state, Strabo marveled at the labyrinth's scale and design. His account reinforces its status as an extraordinary feat of engineering. Strabo's observations remind us that even the most impressive structures are not immune to time. The labyrinth symbolizes the cyclical nature of history and the ephemeral nature of human endeavors, like an old proverb that says, "Everything passes." Beyond the accounts of Herodotus and Strabo, the legend of the labyrinth echoed through the centuries, appearing in fragmented form in the writings of other ancient authors, each adding their own layer of mystery to the story. Pomponius Mela described the labyrinth as a place of inextricable turns, impossible to navigate without a guide. Even as the labyrinth crumbled, its legend continued to resonate, its purpose shrouded in mystery. The labyrinth, like the civilization that created it, transformed into legend, its echoes reverberating through the centuries, a tantalizing enigma that continues to captivate the imagination. The labyrinth, both a physical structure and a metaphor for the enigmatic nature of ancient Egypt, invites us to ponder its mysteries. Was it merely a grand palace, a testament to the pharaoh's power, or did it serve a deeper purpose? Did its labyrinthine passages hold secrets of the afterlife, or were they designed to test the limits of human ingenuity? Herodotus's account, as detailed as it is, leaves us with more questions than answers. What became of the labyrinth? Was it swallowed by the desert sands, or do its ruins still lie buried, waiting to be rediscovered? And what of Lake Moeris, with its submerged pyramids? What stories do those watery depths hold, and what secrets lie hidden beneath their stony embrace? The labyrinth's enduring allure lies not just in its physical form, but in the questions it continues to pose. It challenges us to consider the limits of human ambition, the power of belief, and the cyclical nature of history. It reminds us that some mysteries were not meant to be solved, but rather savoured, their allure deepening with the passage of time. As we delve into the past, seeking to unravel the threads of history, we inevitably encounter gaps in our knowledge, mysteries that defy easy explanation. The labyrinth, with its winding corridors and hidden chambers, serves as a potent reminder that the past is often a labyrinth itself, its secrets closely guarded, its truths elusive. As we conclude our exploration of Herodotus's Labyrinth and the mysteries of ancient Egypt, we invite you to continue the journey. Delve into the writings of Herodotus and other ancient historians, exploring their accounts of Egypt's wonders and enigmas. Let your imagination wander through the labyrinthine passages of the past, piecing together the fragments of history and crafting your own understanding of this ancient civilization. Consider the power of storytelling. How did Herodotus's account, with its blend of facts, mythology, and personal observation, shape our perception of ancient Egypt? How do stories, passed down through generations, influence our understanding of the past? The mysteries of ancient Egypt continue to fascinate us, inviting us to explore the frontiers of history, archaeology, and imagination. What new discoveries await us beneath the desert sands? What secrets will future generations uncover? And how will these findings reshape our understanding of the past? The journey of discovery is ongoing, and we invite you to be a part of it. As you reflect on the mysteries of ancient Egypt, we leave you with one final question. If you could travel back in time and explore the labyrinth for yourself, what would you hope to find? If you liked it, share and subscribe to the channel to follow other mysteries unbound.